Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA 5 video, we're going to be talking about what happens when you upgrade the Acid Lab in GTA Online. Is it worth it? Should you do it? And all the details of the money-making opportunities that are going to be in store over the next couple of weeks and months. All right, so let's dive into the Acid Lab upgrade. In order to unlock the equipment upgrade, essentially what you need to do is complete 10 Dax Fooligan jobs. And what the game says is it will increase production speed and the sale value of the acid product. Now, when you get the upgrade, it doesn't just give it to you for free. You still have to pay $250,000, but I'm kind of going to tell you right off the bat here, I think at the end of the day, it is really worth it. Because 1 unit of acid for the base pay is $1,485. With the equipment upgrade, that bumps up to $2,095. Now, you might be asking yourself right now, okay, just tell me what this is worth. Here we go. So for a full acid cell without the equipment upgrade, it's $237,500. With the equipment upgrade, it's $335,200. So you're essentially looking at a $100,000 upgrade of the amount that you can sell every single time. So that really is worth it. Now, the Acid Lab holds a capacity of 160 units of product, no matter if you have the upgrade or not. However, without the equipment upgrade, 1 unit of acid takes 2 minutes and 15 seconds to be produced. However, with the equipment upgrade, that gets bumped down to 1 minute and 30 seconds. That's a big difference. So long story short, without the equipment upgrade, it takes 6 hours to get full stock, whereas with the equipment upgrade, it only takes 4 hours to get full stock. So it pretty much cuts your time by 33%. That is absolutely massive. Now, your supply side of thing, each segment of supplies, which is 20 units, costs $12,000. So without the equipment upgrade, 2 pieces of supply produces 1 unit of acid. However, with the equipment upgrade, 1 piece of supply produces 1 unit of acid. And if you end up buying supplies for your acid lab, the full $60,000 worth, that's actually going to produce $74,250 if you have no upgrade. But if you do have an upgrade, it's going to produce $209,500. That is a big jump. And in order to get full stock, if you decided to buy everything with no equipment upgrade, it's going to cost you $192,000. But with the equipment upgrade, it's only going to cost you $96,000. So long story short, the equipment upgrade is worth it all the way around. Yes, is it a little tedious to do 10 Dax Fooligan missions and then the $250,000 up front? But it really does make the Acid Lab one of the best businesses in the game with that upgrade. And there's also one other thing you can do every single day, and that is boosting your acid production. So you can boost your acid production once per day, 24 hours from the moment you start boosting. And when you choose to boost acid production, half of your stock, or 80 units, will be produced at 2 times the rate, and the rest will be produced at a normal rate. So if you choose to boost your acid supply, if you have no upgrade, it's going to take 4 hours and 30 minutes to get full stock. Or if you have the equipment upgrade and you do the boosting, it only takes 3 hours. So it really doesn't take as long as you think, especially with that equipment upgrade. And essentially the equipment upgrade for the Acid Lab basically pays for itself because it's not like the Dax Fooligan missions give you nothing. As things currently stand when I'm recording this video, they're paying out $100,000 for each mission. And when they go back to the normal amount, it's still going to be $50,000. So even doing 5 of them is going to pay for the price of the Acid Lab upgrade. So if you don't spend any of the money from the Dax Fooligan stuff, when you do go to get the upgrade, it isn't going to cost you anything. So that's definitely one way that you can think about it. And because you can only do the Fooligan missions every 48 minutes, you have plenty of time in between them just to do other stuff. Whether it's enjoying the new content that was added in this update or tending to your other businesses, it really doesn't matter what you choose to do. But just remember that every 48 minutes, go back and do yourself a Fooligan mission so that you can get this equipment upgrade. And then one more sort of random fact, one thing I didn't even know you can do is if you actually put your crew logo attached to your MTL Brickade 6x6, the product that you actually sell is going to have that crew logo on there. So I've seen some really funny examples of like players setting the FIB logo on their MTL Brickade 6x6, therefore putting it on the product. So the product they're selling literally has a government agency on there. Like, that's not suspicious at all. So there's so many cool things that you can do with this. And even though that really has nothing to do with the equipment upgrade and really has to do with selling your product, which we'll talk about in a second, I did think that that was a fun, cool feature of the Acid Lab. So the one thing I will say about the Acid Lab is it requires a little bit of momentum to get going. At first, it's going to seem like everything is just churning along, going really, really slow. But once you get the equipment upgrade, it's going to help everything. Once you end up getting the product, then selling it, getting all those bonuses, it was really going to become one of the better passive businesses in the game. And that's the key, a passive business that you don't have to do anything with, and it's just going to keep producing you money. So whenever you get a free moment, just pop on over to the Acid Lab, or you don't even have to do that. Just call Mutt, and you can get more supplies and then go sell whenever you get a free moment. It really is easy money. And if you guys are wondering what selling full stock is like, it is very solo friendly. So the most you're going to have to do if you have a full supply of acid that you want to sell is you basically just have to go around dropping off the newspaper packets into 10 spots, and you get like 15 minutes to do it. It is incredibly easy. So even if you have like a full acid lab, unlike some of the other businesses like the gun running stuff or the biker stuff where you're given multiple vehicles that you have to drop off, very unsolo friendly, Rockstar have made this super easy to do as a lone wolf. And if you decide to do it in a public session, you also get a high demand bonus. So this screenshot comes from GTA GFX on Twitter, and you guys can see that they were able to sell in a high demand public session, and they ended up with over $500,000. So you can see that at the end of the day, it really does become quite worth it. That with the equipment upgrade, you get to full stock faster. That full stock gets you more money. If you do it in a public session, that gets you even more money on top of it. And at the end of the day, the setup cost isn't too bad. So the Acid Lab really is one of the best businesses in the game, especially with that equipment upgrade. It really does make it worth it. So it really gets my seal of approval. I'd love to hear your experience, though, in those comments down below. What do you think of the Acid Lab equipment upgrade? Do you think it's worth it? Do you think it's not worth it? Let me know what you guys think in those comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you guys did go and enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and all the Rockstar Games videos that I'll be doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.